with the talk of NFL stadiums returning and with empty or near empty stadiums, at least to start the 2020 season, the idea of fake noise, it's all fake noise, has been bandied about in stadiums so that home teams still have some semblance of a home field advantage. And it's dumb. It's an all the way dumb idea. So let's talk about it today. Also, this is two-pronged. So A, fake stadium noise. B, fake noise on TV. We'll get to both. So starting off with stadium. So Vegas has always given the home team a 3-point edge, right? So equal teams, neutral site, 0 points. Equal teams, and one of the teams place, home team is a 3-point favorite, right? Because of crowd, because of travel, because of all that stuff, right? So if no crowds, the rule of thumb has been cut that in half. So the crowd is worth 1.5 points. Still a favorite because of travel and all those shenanigans and whatnot, but 1.5 points, that's a big deal. It is a big deal on betting lines, especially for teams like the Vikings, who have a great home field advantage. They have one of the loudest, best fan bases in the NFL, Dutch ovening noise inside of that giant glass bowl, right? Makes sense. So try to be an opposing offense, trying to audible on 3rd and long late in the game at historic US Bank Stadium. Okay, good luck. So now teams have been caught or been rumored to have been augmenting noise for years, especially indoor teams. I mean, the Vikings, maybe it happened at the Metrodome, maybe not. Who knows? It's lost to history. But famously, the Falcons at the, how was it called? Peach Dome? No, what was the Falcons Dome called? Doesn't matter. But they got fined and lost a 2016 5th-round pick because of Noisegate when they were caught red-handed just pumping in crowd noise in their stupid dome there. But the idea, if you have an empty or near-empty stadium, that you would just let the PA guy crank it up to 11, I think it's dumb. I think it gives way too much power to the nerd jabroni who's working the soundboard. I don't like that at all. Plus, also, how does the NFL assign the level of loudness, right? Do you get to go up to the decibels that your stadium has produced before? So does the US Bank Stadium, does Lucas Oil Stadium, does Quest Field, CenturyLink, or whatever they call it nowadays, like, do they get to crank it up? Do the Chargers get to crank it down? What is going on? Like, does everyone get the same decibels? That doesn't make sense. And also, what about situations? Like, do you only get to get loud on 3rd down when the opposing offense is on the field, or do you get to blast a jet engine every single down that the opposing offense is on the field? Right, it really is arbitrary, right? So how and also, how's the league going to control and police it? Like, you were 1.2 decibels too loud on 2nd down in the 2nd quarter of the game of the Texans versus the Jaguars. You are now fined. It's just stupid. It'd be an absolute waste of labor as well. So I say just let it be what it be this year. It's going to be weird. It's going to be too bad. And also, frankly, it might be refreshing. I mean, just seeing the players on the field, it's almost like you're watching a golf match without the crowds, right? So the match of Tiger and Phil and Brady and Peyton, I mean, it was great. I mean, no clapping, no one yelling, get in the hole. Who is probably the worst fan of all sports, by the way, besides Packers and Bears fans. But just let it breathe. Just let it be in this absolutely weird one-off, just not the new normal, just this insane year, right? Now for the TV side. So I actually hate this side even more because Joe Buck said the Fox will use fake crowd noise as well as CGI fans in the telecast, trying to make it as normal as possible. Now, Fox did this because there was a soccer match, whatever. Lots of people watched it, even though it's, communist kickball, and they actually put in fake crowd noise. All right, so they're testing that out. So, one, who cares about CGI fans? Like, I do not care at all. Also, will it be full stadiums every single game, or Soldier Field late in the season when the Bears start out 2-8? Will you put in 10% crowds, which is what it would be in a normal season, because the Bears are some of the most fair weather fans in the NFL? Get at me, Midway. Boom. Number two, the noise. Again, who cares? Like, most of us watch the games on mute, by the way, especially on Fox, unless it's Charles Davis or Gus Johnson, which I love those guys. So if it's Buck and Aikman, mute. So I also the canned laughter. We've seen this on TV before, right? So Three's Company, like all the sitcoms from the 70s, 80s, 90s, it's a joke. You look at the modern day sitcoms, you look at The Office, Parks and Rec, Modern Family. They're less funny because they don't have a laugh track. Please. Same thing with the NFL games. Like, we won't get the same experience if you don't have augmented fan noise, just to be like, oh, this is when we should cheer. Oh, you mean that big play where our team scored a touchdown in the face of the other team? Oh, we don't know whether to be happy or not unless there's fake crowd noise telling us to be, clap and seal. It's disingenuous, and it really is. You're really talking down to the average fan. It really does not add a lot to this to the telecast, especially when you know that it's fake. Right? So F the fake crowd noise in stadiums, F it on TV. If stadiums are empty, I want to hear the full on trash talk, because that would be great. That'll be every single player will be mic'd up. Like I want to hear Adam Thielen talk mad-ish to Xavier Rhodes week 2 at the empty drum Lucas Oil Stadium as he burns in for his 3rd touchdown of the day. Roads are open in Indy. Woo! Let's go. And I want to hear every cadence. I want to hear every line check. I want to hear if Mason Rudolph actually did say a bad word that precipitated Myles Garrett trying to rip off his head. Yeah, I want to hear all that. And with empty stadiums, we could do that. But if you're going to pipe in fake crowd noise or put fake crowd noise on TV, that ruins it. That ruins the weirdness. I want to hear Mike Zimmer actively chewing his red man. I want to hear the craw in his chaw on the sideline in between F words. I want that. I want that experience this year. Embrace the weirdness and the one-offedness of this season, right? Stop trying to make it as normal as possible, because it's not. And embrace it. Just breathe. Anyways, your thoughts, fake crowd noise, fake noise. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Pull us on the Venmo. Please give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skull, production value.